I kind of want to talk about being able to speak to the organization's limitations. As Diana can really take over, you speak a lot to NGOs and nonprofits. They have a very different metric, a different budget, different limitations in which they have to work with. How do you work with these partners and being able to meet their needs while still being able to emphasize the high level cybersecurity, the training, the consistency in both implementing technology, but also the high level of awareness that they need to be thinking about?
Yeah, I mean, this is why it really goes back to understanding, creating an assessment, understanding where the risks and exposures are, and then creating a plan. Because most smaller companies, a lot of the nonprofits and NGOs, they have limited resources. And that means if you don't, we can't do everything we want. Even large, well-funded enterprises have to make prioritization decisions. But certainly, the smaller that you get, the harder those decisions can be, or the more resource limited. So it's about understanding where the real exposures are, what you need to get done, and then creating a plan and doing what you can. There's no perfect. Unfortunately, no company can accomplish everything they want to from a security perspective. So it's about figuring out what are the things that are going to give us the biggest bang for the buck. Where are we going to get our 80-20 Pareto principle, and how are we going to, how can we invest these limited resources? And just, it's about making these decisions wisely and really engaging, especially when you're at these smaller companies, engaging the executives in the decision making. At larger companies, yes, executives should be involved. The board for some really big decisions needs to be involved. But generally, you've got so many people. If you've got hundreds of thousands of people in an organization, the CEO can't be involved in every decision. But at a smaller company, the CEO, the CIO, the CFO, they often are involved in these decisions. So it's really on the side of security to make sure that as you're creating this plan and explaining it to the executives, that you do so in a way that's going to make sense to them, that they can embrace, that they can make logical decisions and reasonable decisions for the organization because it's really easy to snow or flood somebody with a whole bunch of scary tech jargon. And at that point, who makes a good decision with that? So if you're working with these smaller companies, because you need to talk to the executives, again, prioritize, help them with a plan, but also really help to translate it.